Hello, this is Spiritually Awakened Princess, and I am doing the reading for Virgo, January 2018. And I had to think about that for a moment because I'm a Virgo, and I'm just like thinking like, oh, well, I wonder what's going to say for me or for anybody else in 2018. So usually I have everything set out here on the go, have it's 11 to 12 minutes that I do the videos, and they're very short videos, short readings, but this time around I'm doing it a little bit longer as I have the hiccups. But let's see. Virgo, January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. Well, that's not nice. Okay, so to start off with, the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups, we like to call that the crying over spilled milk card. So in January, I guess we're going to be complaining about some things that are not so big, if you know what I mean. Things that are minuscule, we're just going to be complaining about. And I really would like to know, why would we be complaining about something? But sometimes that's the Virgo way. We complain about something, but at the same time, it gets changed, okay? Things change. So let's see, Virgo, January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. Okay. So we're complaining, and we also walk away from a relationship, okay? So maybe there's a reason why we were complaining, because we feel like that whatever relationship that we were in, either with somebody or maybe even a job of sorts, maybe something that we're just emotionally attached to, okay? But I feel like it's more of a person than a job. There was a reason for complaint, and maybe they were just not our perfect person. And we did not feel like we were appreciated in any way possible. So therefore, the person either left us or we left them. I apologize for all the noise. My dog seems to just bark a lot during my videos. He likes to ruin my videos. So, Virgo, January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. So, after we walk away from the situation that we were in, or walking away from the person, and it could be vice versa, that they could be walking away from us, but it's a cause for celebration. So you and your friends and family are happy that this person might be out of your life, or that you're not thinking about this person anymore, because maybe this person was detrimental. Maybe this person was keeping you from doing things that should have been done, or they were just not fun at all. They were a Debbie Downer. They were like, let's say, it could be a lot of reasons. Maybe an abuser, maybe someone that was a manipulator, maybe someone that was a cheater, someone that did not serve you or even felt like they cared about the relationship. But it causes, well, for you leaving that person or vice versa, it's a cause for celebration, okay? So You'll be happy that you're able to move on. You're able to move on from that person, okay? And move on into the light. So moving on into something that's better. Moving on to something that's better. And it's funny because all of these are cups. All of these are cups at the bottom. Virgo, January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. Okay. So this came in upside down. I don't even know how my cards came in upside down. But this is 3 of Cups, okay? 3 of Cups upside down. So for a lot of you Virgos, there was somebody that was cheating. There was somebody that maybe was talking to somebody else that they were not supposed to. Because it's showing like 3 people here with the upside down 3 of Cups. If it was right side up or in the original position, then that means it calls for celebration. But at the same time, this is not a cause for celebration. Apparently, whoever you dealt with, or you in particular, was a cheater. Not saying that it could be you or that person that cheated. There was somebody else in the relationship when that wasn't supposed to happen in the first place. Or this person or you could have been dabbling and trying to, talk to other people. You were trying to go outside of the relationship and you weren't doing what you were supposed to do. Or they were not doing what they were supposed to do as far as a relationship goes. So you leaving that person or vice versa was a cause for celebration because, let's be honest. Nobody wants to go through a partner that is cheating. And yeah, so there's a reason why you were complaining, okay? There's a reason for that. But now you have the opportunity to get away from it. You have the opportunity to start fresh, start new. And let's see what else is brought to the table. Virgo, January 2018, Virgo, January 2018, Virgo, January 2018. Okay, this is also upside down. Meaning that the Princess of Swords, so whoever you were dealing with, or vice versa, you got into a lot of arguments with this person about cheating or vice versa. And it's to the point where the arguments were very, very immature. Let me show you this card here. Yeah, very immature, very erratic, very crazy at times, maybe a little bit psycho at times. I feel like this person maybe even denied cheating or vice versa. And they kept on denying it, and you finally found out and you were able to move on, or the person moved on from you. So something happened here with my fellow Virgos because I haven't really been in a relationship with anybody. I've talked to other people, of course, but I haven't, I never really cheated on anyone in my entire existence. Except maybe one time when I was playing a virtual game or something like that. But, I mean, who takes those things seriously? 2 of Pentacles at the top. So even though there's a lot of cheating involved, there's a shift. There's a shift happening with your money. And maybe for those that were actually married and stuff like that, you might have to leave this person and you might get money out of it if you go to court because they did something wrong. They did something that they were not supposed to do. So therefore, you might get money out of it. Or you being out of this relationship, you're trying to figure out how you can separate your finances from that person. For those that are truly in some sort of relationship like this. But I'm going to see if I can interpret this in a different way. Okay? So what I see here is still cheating, though. What I see here, upside down, Three of Cups, is still definitely someone cheating. Someone that's kind of in the wrong. They kind of been doing things that they weren't supposed to do. And I still feel like it could be either or. So for those people that are single, I guess this reading may not really apply to you. Not this time around. Usually my readings do apply to some single people. But this one, for some reason, is telling me to speak to some of those people that are in a relationship or was in one. Okay. Virgo, 2018, January 2018. Okay. True Love card came out. So even though this person has technically cheated, has technically done some other things, it was true love, okay? Apparently somebody was in the wrong and they shouldn't have done what they did, but yet you guys were a true match. It was not like it was a facade. Somebody made a mistake and shouldn't have done what they did, but yet they did it anyway. Right next to the Nine of Cups, it shows passion. So, with this person, I'm trying to figure this out. With this person, or if this person, because it feels like, by the way the romantic cards are showing it, this relationship is not over with. It's not, okay? And I'm about to interpret it another way, because I feel like maybe the Three of Cups could have easily came out the wrong way, okay? But, and if it did, that means that, or still upside down, I still take it as the twin flame situation, okay? And this twin flame situation causes you to walk away from your partner at this moment. And that does not mean that somebody has cheated in this situation. It just means that you might have a peace of mind and you're able to celebrate and able to move on from the situation at hand. Okay? Because you do have to move on from something else in order to get to happiness. And then your twin flame might consider coming back around. But at this moment, it seems like it might be in limbo. And that's what I see with the upside down Three of Cups. Because it's still a possibility that they are dealing with someone else on the side. And they're not quite ready to come around. But it says right here, make the effort in the relationship. So even though this person is not in your presence right now, he could be, she could be, but make the effort to tell them that you love them. Even though people do make mistakes, okay? People definitely make mistakes. Staying with someone that maybe possibly have cheated, that's not always okay, but you can work around it. You can work around it. It can mend itself, okay? the person can get help, or you can get help. If there's, you know, true love within the relationship and it's not stale and it's, you know, that you're putting your 100% in instead of guarding yourself, then the relationship will flourish. I know with Virgos in general, especially me sometimes, we could be very cold-hearted and say a lot of things that, you know, we don't take back. But yet at the same time, you just need to know and be aware of what happens. It also says pay attention to the red flags, okay? Right next to the Two of Pentacles. So there's still some things you have to look out for. You have to make sure that your partner is still not lingering around trying to cheat or trying to mingle with other people. Because if they do that, then you need to truly move on from this person. It looks like you guys have at some point either thought about it or are about to do that. And then you might come back to them, okay? It might be a little bit of a crazy situation, but you'll be able to deal. You'll be able to deal with it. Virgos have dealt with crazier things than this. And anything is possible. All right. Finances and career are, I wouldn't say on the back burner, but it's right next to the Five of Cups. So for a lot of us, especially recently, I know in my case, I've been having issues with finances and career because I was kind of all over the place. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I know for a lot of Virgos, they were trying to figure out where, you know, they were going to get some sort of money, where they were going to, you know, if they're going to venture off into something spiritual, or if they were going to, you know, still work at an office job or be a nurse or whatever job that you guys do. You guys were still trying to figure out, okay, well, what do I do? Do I do both? Or do I, you know, completely quit my job? I was one of those people that completely quit, and that was the wrong decision, obviously. But at the same time, I appreciated the time I had off, but it wasn't paying my bills. Now, apparently, we were not happy about our financial situation because right next to it, we were just crying. We're crying about it. We were, you know, telling other people we're not happy about it and what can we do? And we made it a lot bigger situation than it really was. But for some of us, it was a big situation, but we couldn't help ourselves with that. Okay? So this definitely can be interpreted in so many ways, especially with the finances and career right next to it. That means, you know, we were crying over that instead of a relationship. And maybe it was a relationship to the point where both the people, those two, had issues with their finances and career and had to walk away from each other for a moment. But at the same time, even separated, you guys were happy enough and found your way back to each other eventually. And may not have been at the right time, especially for those that are twin flames and stuff like that. But at the same time, you could still make the effort and make this a better situation for both of you guys. It's still a matter of true love. It's probably one of the most complicated relationships I've seen in a reading by far for Virgos in general. But I mean, I'm not saying that Virgos like complicated relationships, but in this reading, something's going on here. We're just all over the place. Virgo, January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. Take a chance on love. It says here, when we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So even though there's a lot interpreted here, cheating / twin flame / what have you, it's telling you to take a chance on love and take a chance on the person that maybe has done some wrongdoing, or vice versa. Maybe you were the one that done wrongdoing. But, you know, you should change your mind on the perspective of love, because we all make mistakes. We all are at some point insecure about where we should go when it comes to love in general. So therefore, you have to change your perspective on it. And once you change your perspective, things will go right and things will go in your direction and the relationship will work out like it's supposed to. So for those, especially the Virgos that are like, oh no, I'm not going to, you know, give this person another chance. Well, give it some time. Give it a few months later and see if things change gradually. You don't have to take the person back right away, but at the same time, if you're able to work on things together and try to figure out what you can do to make things better, especially within the relationship, then it is worth your time. Yeah, it's worth your time. This day and age, all relationships are not perfect. So just give it a chance. Virgo, January 2018. Base chakra. Root chakra. Okay. So when it comes to the root chakra, aka base chakra, it feels like everything is very imbalanced. That you don't feel like you're connected to the world right now. You feel like, you know, you're disconnected. You feel like you don't mesh well with other people, or let alone with this relationship that's happening here. But it's time to get that base chakra fixed. It's time to work on the root chakra. Meditation always helps. Maybe some yoga would help. Something even red. Something red. Red fruits, red vegetables, red crystals. Okay? Let's see. Red jasper would be great for healing the base chakra or root chakra, which is, I mean, at the bottom of our feet. It keeps us grounded. It keeps us, you know, sane. Because if things, especially in our past, because a lot of things, especially with Virgos, have happened in our past, and it shook up our world and made us look at things in a different way, even though we can go into a workplace or go into a restaurant or go somewhere public and look like we're the sanest person in the room. But at the same time, our mind is going rapidly crazy 24/7. 24/7. And it becomes normal for us to be disconnected from everybody. I'm just going to pull out one more card. One more card for Virgos. Virgo. January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. Virgo, January 2018. So even though everything is kind of going awry with this reading, and it's all over the place. Right in the middle, it's telling you to flirt. It's telling you to flirt. And flirting may even be the key to help your base chakra as well. It will for sure help with your happiness with your twin flame or possible kindred spirit partner that may have messed up at some point when it comes to the relationship, or you might just be distant and not with that person right now because there's a separation there. But at the same time, this could be mended. This feels like a mending process. Like this relationship that you guys have is too important to just throw away and move on completely. That's what it's telling me here, Virgos. All right. This is the end of the reading. Make sure to subscribe. Have a wonderful 2018. And bye for now. Make sure to look at all my videos. Bye.